the Unmock Draft presented by Sling TV. I'm Shae Peppler alongside our college basketball analyst Jordan Cornette, and joining us via Skype is another one of our college basketball insiders. That would be Chris Spatola. So guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take guys that are projected to go in about round one of the NBA draft, and we're going to unmock this NBA draft. Pick guys that we don't necessarily trust, if you will. So Chris, I'm going to let you have the floor first. For the very first pick in this unmock draft, who are you taking?
Well, I'm going to unpick, I guess, Stanley Johnson. And look, he's got good size. He's incredibly competitive. But the jury is still out on his ability to create and make shots consistently. He was a 37% three-point shooter at Arizona. He did not shoot well in workouts. He's got a mechanical low release. So there are concerns there. And he also, guys, he shot 52% in the paint. With a guy with his athleticism, and you figure that 52%, a lot of those are dunks and wide open layups. 52% in the paint is not very good. So my concern with Stanley Johnson is his ability for a lottery team to create and make shots consistently on a team that's going to need him to do that.
Now, Chris, I tend to agree with that Stanley Johnson pick. At the number 2 pick in the unmock draft, and this is going to be a popular pick, but I'm going to go ahead and take Frank Kaminsky out of Wisconsin. Everybody knows the fantastic 4 years he had up there in Madison. I just don't see how his game translates to the next level. It's a 7-footer that doesn't have the athleticism of, say, a Dirk Nowitzki at 7 feet to create those mismatches. When I think of him, I think, who's another guy like Frank Kaminsky to play in the NBA? I can't think of one because there hasn't been a success with his body type. He's narrow. He's not the most physical guy. He's going to be able to establish post position when he plays that 5 inevitably. How will he rebound? Can he stretch out, knock down a three-point shot from the NBA range? I just don't see the athleticism or the physicality to propel this guy, Shae and Chris, to the next level and having success.
Just because
that is such a Jordan Cornette. The guy was National Player of the Year, and he's your unmocked draft pick. Such a Jordan Cornette.
I was going to say, just because there isn't one now doesn't mean Frank can't pave the way. All right, Chris, I'm going to give you pick number 3. Who are you taking?
I'm going to say Emmanuel Mudiay. And look, he's got potential because he's an electrifying playmaker. He's a guy who at 19 has shown the ability to play in the pick and roll. But he's one of the most unproven commodities. Spent the year playing in the Chinese Basketball League. He only shot 34% from 3, 57% from the foul line. So he's got some mechanical issues there. Not a guy who's really going to be able to space the floor. And the other thing, guys, he averaged 4 turnovers a game for every 40 minutes played. And again, I'm not impugning the Chinese Basketball League, but it's not the NBA. So if you're erratic with the basketball and you can't shoot it, in other words, teams don't have to guard you outside of 15 feet, buyer beware on Emmanuel Mudiay.
Yeah, Mudiay was supposed to play at SMU, of course, decided to go overseas instead. The final pick in this unmocked draft goes to Mr. Cornette. Who you got?
I think this is kind of becoming a consensus question mark in the draft, and that's Devin Booker out of Kentucky. Left after his freshman season. A one-trick pony, a specialist at the next level, that being the three-point shot. But that trick ain't so special. The kid shot 41% from beyond the arc, and it was like target practice out there. I mean, the big men down low were seeing double teams. All it was catch and shoot. You'd expect a better percentage from the three-point line. A kid like that, with the looks he was getting in college, should have been shooting around 50% from the three-point line. That becomes worthy of being called a specialist at the next level. So I don't believe he's that great a shooter. His athleticism is less than to be desired. I don't see him defensively having an impact. He can't really go off the dribble. If he's going to shoot that three-point shot, I'd like to see a better clip. So this guy makes his mark in the unmocked draft as well.
Well, that concludes our unmocked draft here at CI. You can check out the real draft Thursday, June 25th. Chris Spatola, thanks so much for the time. Jordan Cornette, great stuff as always. And Sling TV provides the best of live TV for just $20 a month. Start your 7 days free now.